And we're live, Pep Talk Boys, and it's me, JLB, tonight, going through the DAZN show with you, Ben, Algieri, and look, get in the comments, people. Also, before we get started, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that like button. Look, we're going to go through it tonight. We've got Joe Randall in the comments and Alan Skill. Joe Randall saying, yes, lads, how are you all? I'm very well, mate. Very well indeed. Looking forward to a bit of action tonight. You've got this show and then also the UFC 269 tonight. Hello, Pep Talk Boys, and welcome to anyone who joined in the chat. Best way to watch boxing is with the boys. I very much appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. And Joe Randall also saying, mate, sorry not been on, but I'm back. No worries, people. Yeah, I've been off, not been on much recently either, and that. So it's been one of them times and that. But look, we're here tonight, ready to enjoy the fights. We've got McGrail coming out now, the Liverpool local lad. He's going to be kicking off our show tonight. Obviously, we've got Benn versus Algieri. My very own Katy Taylor will be in action as well. And also, we've got Joe Cordina in action and Jordan Gill, if I'm correct. Let me look at what we got going in action. So, Prince Teddy says, big up. Jay, how are you? I'm all good. Very well, thank you. Very well indeed. Looking forward to some good action tonight. Dustin's also in there saying, did the main card's on now. I think it was on at 6 o'clock, if I'm correct. I thought it was 7, so I set this up for just after 7. Sonny Edwards is boxing now, so yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what's going on, people. Let me know. Get in the comments, so everyone. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing fight tonight. Let me know who you think's gonna pull up a good victory. Also, if there's anything else you want to talk about in the comments, jump on, get involved. Yeah, the Pro Bellum show's on now, so we'll check that out in a sec. If people in the comments want to let everyone know what's going on. Oh, Jordan Gill's already fought. He got a technical draw. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been out doing bits and bobs and that with the family and that, so I've literally just settled down now. So I've missed all what has happened before. Like I said, I thought it started at 7. Obviously started earlier. It's a bit of a blow for Jordan Gill, that getting a technical draw at this sort of level. He needs to be getting the victories and stepping up a little bit, but hopefully he can come back bigger and better and stronger. I have to check that fight out tomorrow to see what happened. Obviously, I'm looking here. He's got a bit of a cut on him there, so a bit of blood flying. Yeah, so it's Joe Cordina, Robbie Davis Jr., Taylor, and Ben, and obviously Peter McGraw fighting now, people. So yeah, in the comments they're saying that Jordan Gill's got a terrible cut in his fight that he had earlier. So yeah, like I said, I'll be catching that later on tonight or maybe tomorrow evening. I'll check out some more action of tonight that I've missed. But yeah, obviously the Pro Bellum show's going on. We got a few other people on here. We got Robert Barry joining. Evening, Robert. Looking forward to the coverage. I'm Joe's friend, new to this channel. Always welcome. Anyone's welcome. Get your comments in. Obviously, we all love boxing, so it's great to get new people involved in the channel. So really appreciate that. Also, as I said there, Prince Teddy says that he had a terrible cut. Gutted for Jordan Gill, but his time will come. Yeah, no, definitely 100%. I really rate Jordan Gill. He's got a good team around him as well. So hopefully he can come back bigger and better and stronger after that draw. It wasn't a loss, so until I see the performance, I have to see what happened and that. But yeah, McGraw coming down to the ring now. So yeah, Peter McGraw, who's at the Olympics earlier in the year, doing well as a professional. Got a good victory in his debut last time, and hopefully he'll get another victory tonight. Obviously, Liverpool's a great city for the boxing. Obviously, a great night out. If people have been there, experienced it, they know what I'm talking about. It's absolutely fantastic out in Liverpool. And now, well, we say with the COVID restrictions, everything going on at the moment, it's probably going to go back to a lockdown next year, early next year or at the end of this year maybe. But obviously things have been getting back to as normal as they can do, and the shows are looking absolutely fantastic. So it'd be devastating if we have to put it behind closed doors again, because it ain't the same, is it? Let's get it right. Hopefully the cut won't stop this European title fight in January. Well, we'll have to see how bad the cut is for Jordan Gill. So yeah, everyone, let me know in that. If so Pro Bellum's on now. Pro Bellum, it wasn't on YouTube, was it? It's on Free Sports. So yeah, let us know in the comments how Sonny Edwards is doing. Yeah, so let me know how he's getting on. Good question here from Joe. Benn, Hatton and Eubank Jr., three sons of boxing. Who will go the furthest? I'd say probably Conor Benn, just because if you think about it at the moment with Eubank Jr., I think he could still win a world title. It'd be difficult, but I think he could do it. Could he do more than that? I'm not sure. I think Conor Benn could become a multiple world champion, maybe in a couple of divisions as well. So yeah, I'd say Hatton's very raw. So I'd like to see. Hopefully they can all become world champions. That would be fantastic. But who will go the furthest? I'll probably edge towards Conor Benn if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, we'll go with that one. And then the refs putting them into the corner here. Obviously, last week I had a massive rant on Sunday show. Me and Ra were going through last week's action, and Steve Gray had another terrible performance. Terrible performance as a referee last week. I thought in the Bradley Skeet Hamza Shirat fight. So hopefully some better referee performance tonight. UFC 269 tonight. So if anyone's watching UFC 269, I might do a watch along for it. Only if people are going to be watching it with me. I don't want to come on and only a few of you are going to be on in that, because obviously it's a back-to-back watch along. It'll be this one, probably an hour or two break, and then back on for UFC 269. So if you lot are going to be around in that, I will do it. But if not, then I'll definitely do a review show tomorrow night with the boxing and maybe talk about MMA, because I'm going to go into a bit more UFC stuff and all that. A bit more as next year we get around to next year. So Robert Barry says, just subscribe, mate. What's your prediction for the Benn fight? Yeah, no, I'll go into the Benn fight pretty soon. We'll let a couple of fights go by, and then before the Benn fight, we'll break it down a little bit. I've got a few opinions on that fight, especially after the weigh-in yesterday. So yeah, definitely we'll talk about that very soon, Robert. But yeah, cheers for subscribing. Really appreciate it. That notification bell as well. You'll get all the latest stuff that we do for the channel. And yeah, Peter McGrail just taking centre of the ring. Nice little jab. Oh, southpaw. I do love a southpaw. And he's teeing off on his opponent here, Gomez. Alan Skill says, it's not a rant, Jay. It's a passionate speech. No, 100%. But I'm all about fighter safety, and that's all I'm thinking about. And he isn't putting fighters' safety first at the moment for my liking. But we can see Hamza Shirat and Frank Hodski a rematch. Shirat says he wants to put a right in. And look, the rematch should be happening regardless, because it should have been disqualification. It should have been a loss on his record, to be fair. But we spoke about that last week. In a rematch, I think Hamza will win the rematch pretty comfortable next time. I know Bradley put on a boxing clinic and it was fantastic, but I just think, my personal opinion, it will go with a win for Hamza. Joe Randall says, you've seen these two before? Yeah, I've seen them both before. Where else we got, yeah, I saw him. Peter McGraw fought in the Liverpool Bill. Liam Smith versus Anthony Fowler. He was in the Olympics earlier this year as well. So yeah, he's an Olympian. Liverpool's own. And yeah, tidy little fighter. Gomez, not heard of Gomez. I think Gomez is just here for McGraw to have a run out, get a good little test there. Nice body shot there by McGraw, and that's the end of first round there for us. So yeah, that's round one done there, people. So yeah, let's get while we're in the interval this round here. What about tonight? We've got Katy Taylor, who I'm a massive fan of. Katy Taylor, everyone knows that. Who's been with the channel for a little while. Women's boxing in general, absolutely love it. And Katy Taylor tonight is defending her titles, fighting a woman from Kakistan, and yeah, a lot of backing behind her. Should be interesting. How much has Katy Taylor got in the tank? That's what people will be saying. Are these fights really getting her up for the fight, or is she going waiting for that Serrano fight? That can always be dangerous if you're looking a couple of fights ahead or the next fight ahead. So yeah, really looking forward to Katy Taylor tonight. And round number 2's kicked off, people. Alan Skill saying the most laid back trainer in the world, 100%. You know what they're like in Liverpool. They can be really, really relaxed and really chilled and that. So yeah, it's always nice to have a chilled, calming effect in the corner, especially after round one. You don't want to be going too crazy in that. People saying that the camera work and everything on Pro Bellum's not very great on their show tonight. So hopefully they can get that sorted and get some better audio and visuals for their platform, because obviously they've got some great fighters on there, and it'd be a shame to let something like that ruin the show or whatever. But it's teething problems. It's their first event tonight, so hopefully they can get that done and dusted. You got the neutral corner, Haydar, Pat and Luke McCormick just signed Pro Bellum. Some great scouting from Sam Jones. Yeah, look, we know Sam Jones is great. Sam Jones is a fantastic manager. Also, I always said he'd be a great promoter. I said that it must have been a couple of weeks before Sam Jones went to Pro Bellum. I said I think he could be a fantastic promoter, and that's what went on and happened. And Robert Barry's here says I listened to Talk Thursday and Skeet was on there saying he should fight. Believes the fight should be a disqualification. The boxing ball control should change the result to a win for Skeet. Yeah, no, I agree. At the worst case scenario, no contest, and then they get the rematch going. But look, at the time, look, he absolutely folded the guy. He folded him like a deck chair, and yeah, it was quite ruthless. Unanswered punches, disgusting, really. The illegal blows when he was on his knee, but he didn't seem keen on the rematch, which I thought was strange. Yeah, it is difficult. It's a difficult one. How much damage did Bradley Skeet take? There were some really big shots that he took clean, bang on the chin, and oh, here we go. This is getting a bit lively, yeah, a bit tasty. Peter McGrath throwing that jab, and he drops him. Lovely straight left, right down the pipe. Beautiful stuff. It's waved off. Second round stoppage, and look, I told you, McGrath's a great fighter. His second fight, and that was some beautiful stuff there by the Southpaw Scouser. And yeah, right bang on their chin that was, as Jim Watt, my favourite commentator of all time, would say. And Haydar says, here we go, it's the big KO. It was a straight one. The jab was looking beautiful. The right jab was looking fantastic. And then I think it was a straight left, straight down the pipe. It might have been a left hook. All right, here we go. The replay's coming up now. Straight down the pipe there. Oh no, that was a shot before. Gomez eating a few. Oh, threw a jab, then threw a feint jab, and then a left down the pipe. Some beautiful stuff there. Here we go. Let's see it again. Jab, feint jab, and then boom. Oh, here we go. Kane Dingle Boxing, hello, Yorkshire's finest, has entered the chat. Nelson, people, if you remember Nelson, about 6 or 7 months ago, he offered everyone out. He said he'd do you in any supermarket car park that is available, and he would be the champion. And last time out, as I recall, Joe Randall, Kane Dingle Boxing offered you out, and you went silent. You left the chat, no return. That was a 1-0 Kane Dingle boxing. So hopefully we can get that sparring session going tonight in the chat, people. A verbal sparring session going on. We know Kane Dingle's going to deliver. But yeah, Joe Randall, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. As Alan Skill remembers, Nelson, the reigning little car park champion. That's correct. That is correct. Yeah, I remember that last time out, Joe Randall. He done a runner. But look, all fun and games here. All fun and games. Prince Teddy says Peter McGrath was a quality fighter, 100%. That finish there, that jab feint, left straight, right down the tube, right down the pipe. That was lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely jubbly. Oh, and Joe Randall's responded, "Why do you not think I've been on for ages? See, Kane Dingle, you had him running scared. He's bigger than me," Joe Randall says. No, that was hilarious. No, we had some great times with some of the banter on it. Oh, this is quality there. This is what I'm talking about, lads. Let's get it going. Come on, Joe. Meet me in the car park. 2 big lumps having a go. Rock 'em, sock 'em. Robots in the telephone booth. That is quality. Kane Dingle, Nelson. That is fantastic. But Kane Dingle, can I ask why have you changed from Nelson? You have a problem with your YouTube or something, or is just going for a fresh new look? But that is absolutely that is quality stuff. And Joe Randall, it's back with piss off back to Emmerdale. He's not having none of it. He's not biting. He's not taking the bait here. Joe Randall says, nah, I'm at British level. I'll stay at British level. I'll keep fighting at the one-stops, the co-ops, the spars, the local premiers and that. He'll keep fighting there. He's not ready for the supermarket car parks yet. He's not quite ready for it, lads. Maybe in a couple of fights' time, he might be ready. Alan Skill says Pep Talk boys are willing to go in for the purse bids and set the fight in Harrods car park. We definitely will not be setting the purse bids for Harrods. That is for sure. The purse bids for that, you might be lucky. A Waitrose car park. We're going up in the world. Waitrose, one of the better supermarkets. All jokes aside, all good to be back. It's great to see you back, Joe. Let us know when you're next out in your next fight in the local co-op. We'll make sure we get a crowd down there for that one. And Prince Teddy says, I'm still looking for Heinz Beans. Yeah, no. I was looking for Heinz Beans for ages. I couldn't find him. He may be on Instagram. I'm not too sure, but Heinz Beans, I couldn't get hold of him. So no, that is disappointing. But yeah, let's get some of your predictions in tonight, people. Get in the comments. Pep Talk boys. It's me, Jay Albie. I'm here with you with us watch along tonight. DAZN. Think Joe may be joining us later on this evening. We'll see what time that will be. But yeah, let's see what fight is next that we are going for. Joe Cordina. Whoa, I love Joe Cordina. Absolutely a superstar in the making. Really rate him. And he's the WBA Continental Super Featherweight title. And then Robbie Davis Jr. versus Hank Lundy. Good old Hank Lundy. 9 losses on the record. Seeing if he can make an upset over here. And then obviously Taylor versus Sharipova and Benn Algieri. So people, get your predictions in. Joe Randall's coming straight in with Ben to win round 1 to 4. It could do. I can't see that happening. If it did, fantastic. But as I say, I'll get into Algieri a bit later. Joe Cordina. People also let us know. Oh, yes, and Man United got a win. Obviously doing this, missing the end of the game. Ronaldo, 75th minute penalty. Sue! And I've got my Man United shirt on as well. Good luck charm for today. So get in there. Pushing back up the league. That's what we like to see. So has anyone got any news on the Sonny Edwards fight? I heard that was going on right now. If Haydar can let us know in the comments what is going on there. Alan Skill, my prediction is no one will have a go at Tony Bellew for wearing a turtleneck tonight until he's on the way home. Us Scousers are ruthless with banter. Yeah, no, I was having a look at Tony Bellew's turtleneck, and I was thinking that's quite a brave one there from Tony to go up with a turtleneck. So brave decision. I say brave by Tony, but each to their own. Each to their own. Oh, Joe Randall, can we talk about Canelo jumping up 2 weights up to cruiserweight? Brave. It hasn't been confirmed. I haven't seen actually anything confirmed to say like this fight's confirmed. This is definitely happening. It's just the WBC have said that they would allow that fight to take place. So yeah, let's see what happens. If it does happen, fantastic. If it doesn't, then there's loads of options out there for Canelo out there. So, and Haydar, here we go, coming in with Edwards cruising in Dubai. That's fantastic there. Sonny Edwards want to get another victory, defend his world title tonight. And Kane Dingle boxing. Algieri looks in great shape. Older, wiser, could cause an upset. And old man Benn. I do like Benn, though seems like a good fella. And that's what we want to see, Kane Dingle boxing. Maybe something a little bit different than the norm. Everyone's saying Benn's going to win. Look, I'll go into a little bit of it now as we're waiting in that, aren't we? I think seeing Algieri on the scales yesterday, and then actually seeing him toe to toe, no shirts on, just looking at the body frames, and Algieri looked big. He looked much bigger than Benn. His frame looked bigger, and I think looking at Conor Benn, he's not as bulky. If like, I'm looking at some clips now, look at his arms, ain't as bulky. He's always in great shape, 6-pack, 8-pack, whatever it is. But I'm looking at his arms. He's looking maybe he's looking for maybe a bit more longevity in a fight to keep the stamina going longer on. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously he's been crushing it in the gym with Tony. But yeah, no, definitely. Joe Randall's definitely been away for a little while. You seem happy United finally won. Finally won. We're unbeaten in about 4 or 5 games. And Joe Randall says weird formation. Look, if we're confusing you, we're going to confuse all the teams. We're onwards and upwards. So yeah, beware. Liverpool's manager actually, his idol is Man United's current manager. So shows you where we could be going. Alan Skill says Algieri is more of a step up than people realise. Benn's natural aggression and power should hopefully get the job done inside. Look, Algieri's a tough dude. Sorry, just making sure my heater's working because it's quiet. I'm in cold here, quite cold. Yeah, so I think Algieri, it could take it to deep waters. It's a great fight for Conor Benn, I believe. Actually, I wasn't too excited when I heard about it, but now going through it and then seeing the weigh-in yesterday, I think it could be he could cause a good fight tonight for Conor Benn. And Conor Benn's got to be sharp. He's got to be clever in his aggression. Can't just go out like a bull in a china shop and try and take his head off. So yeah, look, I think Benn will win, but let's see how it goes. And Kane Dingle Boxing here says Benn almost works as hard as me in the gym. The only gym you know, Kane Dingle's your next door neighbour, probably, mate. But keep up with the banter, and I absolutely love that. Joe Randall says Algieri's been a bit inactive. Yeah, look, Algieri, he does a bit of punditry, I think, for the Zone America and does other stuff, but he's a good fight. He's a good fighter at this level. So look, I think it's a good fight for Conor Benn. I think it's interesting. There's a couple of other good, interesting fights before. We've got Joe Cordina, Robbie Davis Jr., and Katy Taylor as well. So look, there's 4 fights, 4 good fights that we're going to be going through. And look, let's get it cracking. Obviously got Andy Lee there talking for the Zone. Absolutely knows everything about boxing. Great knowledge. A world champion in his own right. Helps trains Tyson Fury. He's got Joseph Parker. Great world of knowledge. Obviously, look, you can see, look, Tony Bell, he's got himself in a bit of shape. That's why he's got the turtleneck on. He's feeling all Austin Powers. You can see that with his style. Eating a big bowl of rolled oats, wholemeal, and wheat protein. Getting carbs and protein in for my next session tomorrow. Keep up the good work. No, all seriousness, if you are working out and doing what you're doing, fair enough. So keep up the good work. And Sky Sports have a strong new year. Eubank Williams, 29, Calmbrook, Taylor Catterall. Yeah, good domestic dust ups. They're all UK fighters. All them fighters are UK fighters. So yeah, well done, Sky. Joe Cordine is coming out like he's ring attire there, looking good, and the Welsh Wizard is absolutely gonna do wonders tonight. What has happened to my jammer? Is she in Joe's 50 Shades dungeon? Oh, Alan. We'll have to, if Joe comes on later, get it in the comments and ask him. We'll see what he's got to say. Robert Barry, I feel the odds are big for Dillian want to beat Tyson Fury are too high. Fury potentially beating an overrated fighter in Wilder. Oh, it's interesting there. Look, I think Dillian White's got the tools to trouble Tyson Fury. Definitely that big overhand right. Yeah, he's got the tools to do some damage. But I also feel like Dillian White's tailor-made for Tyson Fury as well. You saw the way he schooled Chisora in 2 fights. I think maybe that could happen again. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Kane, are you doing boxing YouTube full time? No, I don't do it full time. I have a day job, and then I do this when I have the spare time. Obviously, I have 3 children as well that I've got to help look after, so times can get very, very busy. But yeah, hopefully in the next year or 2, it could become something that's full time. Got the older nibbles going on now. Oh, oh, oh! Now they are a knockout. They are a knockout. First time we've had these bad boys. Says share the joy. There's no way I'm sharing these. Not a chance. Oh, they're gorgeous. So yeah, I believe Joe Cordina will get a stoppage here and look fantastic doing it. Get your comments in. So please like, share and subscribe, people. Pep Talk Boys, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, but most importantly, hit that subscribe button as well. Here comes the Welsh Wizard now, Joe Cordina, coming down. Come on, Joe Cordina, get us a good victory here tonight, son. Apparently, Sonny Edwards dominating in Dubai. What are you guys saying about Tommy Fury pulling out then? Kane Dingle. Yes, mate. Joe's out interviewing, doing stuff and that. Some interviews we put on the channel yesterday. So yeah, interviews are still going strong and that. We'll be getting some more interviews going. I'll be doing some Zoom interviews and that coming up soon as well. I'll be getting back in the flow of that. Like I say, been working a day job and looking after the kids and that. So it's been very, very busy. And yeah, as Alan says, share the link, people. Get everyone involved. Let everyone know you know. Pep Talk boys, this is where you want to be for your watch-alongs. Any of you lot want to watch UFC 269 tonight? If you are, I could do a watch-along, but we'll just see how it goes. And go on, Jay, share with it. There's no way. Look, these are a quid in Asda, yeah? I saw them today. I thought, I need some nibbles for the watch-along. Saw these for a quid. And man, they are so good. Alan couldn't care whether the fight got pulled or not. I think he might have pulled out due to the fact he's slightly unfit, that he's saying. Look, he might have been. I don't think he was unfit. I believe the rib injury is true. He put a photo out there. A lot of fighters don't even put a photo out there. So for him to post a photo, as Robert Barry says there, it's true. And look, the fight's cancelled. At the end of the day, there's no point crying over spilt milk. And Jake Paul's fighting Tyron Woodley. I love Tyron Woodley. I thought Tyron won the first fight, and it's just a fight in it. Let's see what happens from there. As Prince Teddy says, I don't even know if I've seen you, Prince Teddy, since United gave you a beatdown. Good win today though against the Scummers, who are right round the corner from me. Southampton, not far from where I'm from. Nothing against Tommy, but always looks stiff and unnatural in footage. Lacks fluidity. That's true. You have 3 kids, Jay. I have 2. The secret to having nibbles for yourself as a dad is having decoy nibbles to throw the kids off. No, look, I had to do that. We got decoy nibbles. Don't you worry about that. So yeah, we come fully prepared. So it's all good. And I'm out in my back room today, doing the watch along, tucked away on my own little man cave kind of type of thing, at the back of the house where the kitchen is as well, so I could get some more nibbles if I wanted it. Kids and that, and a partner and all that are in the other room, in the front room, so they can enjoy the front room. So yeah, get the dad nibbles out. And here's Joe Cordina starting off round number 1. And look, I'll start calling some of these fights now. He comes out with a nice solid jab. A nice solid jab there by Kachatarian. Out of the GB 260 team, I think Joe Cordina was the underrated one. I believe that too. I think Joe Dina has looked flawless so far in his career. I believe Tommy about the injury, funny, but it's funny how before he was saying he would fight Jake with one leg and everything. Yeah, fighters say stuff and sometimes it bites you in the backside, but as I say, it is what it is, and that's that. But yeah, Joe Cordina looking nice and slick, but Kacharian also looks very slick tonight. Oh, both guys there throwing some shots. Joe Cordina looking for the left hook, didn't quite happen. He just always looks $1 million, doesn't he, Joe Cordino? Like the way that he looks, his tattoos, his hair, his outfits always look great, and some lovely stuff there. And Robert Barry says the thing is with Jake Paul, he's never truly taken a clean jab, let alone a clean shot from an established boxer. His regime fighting and experienced MMA fighter like Woodley is clever marketing. 100%. 100%. I couldn't agree with you any more there. Yeah, it's just great marketing, great business. And yeah, it's just the way that he's going with things at the moment. But yeah, Jake Paul, I believe once he takes a clean, solid punch, he will feel it. Let's just say that. That's one thing we do know. He will feel it. But yeah, what do you guys think about this first round? I think this Katarian, he's backing off a little bit now. Big right hook there, missed, but he's quite slick. Oh, looking for a big right ankle, Dina. Jab to the head, jab to the body. Oh, it's a lively first round here, people. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the first round. Robert Barry says again, Woodley probably trains 1 out of 7 striking, and then the rest on takedown defense and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He has smart promoters. Yeah, I think Woodley used to when he was an MMA fighter. I think since the first Jake Paul fight, he just trains in boxing now, from what I've seen and from what I've read. So hopefully now Woodley will be better prepared. I think from that first fight, a lot of people say he should have stepped on the gas a lot more, should have gone and looked for the kill when he got Jake Paul hurt. He never really done that, so hopefully this time he can right the wrong. Because I'd love Tyron to win that. If Jake Paul says about boxing, he should only fight serious boxers from now on. It is what it is. It's ludicrous, but tonight, look, we've got real boxers fighting real boxers. And Katarian's corner there. I can't translate what's being said, but I'm sure they're giving him some good words of advice in the corner there. He needs to maybe get off to the punch a bit quicker than what Cordina's doing. It's difficult, easier said than done because Joe Cordina is very fast. But trying to play devil's advocate here and see how we could could put a bit of pressure on Cordina, but Cordina comes out straight away with a nice big right hand. Prince Teddy says Joe Cordina's 30-year-old being promoted like a 20-year-old. Nah, because at 20, unless you're Mike Tyson, you're not really going to be ready for world titles. I have to disagree with you there a little bit, Prince Teddy. But look, I think after this fight, he's going to be fighting for a world title. So 30, 31, fighting for a world title is a good age, for, like I believe. You'll see he's only been pro 5 years. So he was in the 2016 Olympics. So that was 25. So he was already 25, 26 when he turned pro. So you got to put things into perspective and content sometimes and see how each person's journey is. And Kane Dingle Boxing CDB says, I've heard that Jake Paul's history with steroids. I know for a fact the older brother has taken them. Yeah, well, that's probably why he refuses to do the old drug testing. He didn't have the VADA drug testing in with Tommy Fury either, so he refused to put that in there. So let's see what all that is about. Oh, nice jab there by Jake Cordina. Oh, Katarian come in there with a combination. Yeah, Robert. Jake Paul refused the VADA testing for the Tommy Fury fight. So the chances are he probably is on drugs. Because, so, says it all. I bet there's no drug testing for the Woodley fight either. Bud Crawford's 35 years old. Cordina's plenty of time. We've looked at it. Yeah, look. Like I said, Cordina was in the Olympic squad. Didn't turn pro till 25, 26. You got to put in content. A lot of these fighters don't really have amateur careers or go that far in the amateurs, so they turn pro quite young. So unless Haydar comes in, congratulations to Sonny Edwards. Ran circles around Mama and retained the titles. Well done, Sonny Edwards. Gutted I couldn't see that today, that fight. So absolutely gutted. But well done to Sonny Edwards. Another Brit retaining his IBF world title and hopefully bigger and better fights. Hopefully, Sonny Edwards versus Martinez next. Oh, I love Martinez. Battle of the jabs here, round number 3. Oh, nice. Oh, and Kane Dingle were snitching, saying that he went to a school that churns out good GB Olympic squads and he shared a dorm with a swimmer who was on steroids. So, look, I had this argument the other day when I said that a lot of these fighters are probably on it and they're clever with what they do. When we had a debate on the channel a few weeks ago, that's the whole cold hard facts about it, people. There's going to be Joe Cordina looks like he's reddening up around the left eye. He's just warming up to a good fight. There's a lot of fighters that are on it. There are a lot of fighters that ain't on it. So, and there's a lot of fighters that are on it that you don't know or you will never know are on it. Joe Cordina is taking a few shots here. This Kakatarian is a is a is a yeah. It's an interesting fight, shall we say, at the moment here, people. Oh, nice right hand there by Joe Cordin. And again. So, yeah, get in the comments, people. Let me know how you seen this fight going so far. I'm really enjoying it. Cordina is the guy on the front foot. Big right hand there by Cordina. Oh, here we go. End of round number 3, people. How you seen the fight going? It's a better fight than what I anticipated. I didn't expect Kakatarian to put up this type of display. Getting some good shots off on Joe Cordina. I think Joe Cordina is probably winning the rounds, but he's taking a lot more damage than what I thought. Look there, he took a left hook there as he comes short. Yeah, crazy stuff. And there we go. Oh, that was great. Went for a left feint, like a left jab feint to the body, and then boomed him straight over the top. So yeah, Sonny Edwards winning 117, 110, 118, 109, 118, 109. So a clear one-sided victory there for Sonny Edwards. And Joe Cordina comes out here, throwing the jabs out. Round number 4. Oh, he's looking ruthless here. And he says, I never took them and had to compete with the kids that did. No doubt it was the adults giving them to him 100%. It would have been, don't agree with peds in combat sports, but would pay to watch the Ped Olympics. Imagine that. You'll have to the hop, skip, and where the bloody hell did he go? Triple jumping. No, that is so true. But you probably find that the actual normal Olympics now, 90% of them is on it. So, oh, big left down there by Cordina. Heard that one. Heard that one. I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes the full distance tonight. Cordina stalking his opponent, coming in with a jab, a wild right hook there. His opponent there tried doing some Billy Joe Saunders shit. Oh, he comes in with a couple of body shots of his own. Him and Joe Cordina are kind of like doing some crazy stuff. Oh, oh. Alan Skill, first time I've seen Cordina marked up. Good scrap this. Absolutely great scrap. It's a really good fight here. It's been electrifying. And the last 20 seconds here, round 4. And some great shots there by Joe Cordina. The Welsh wizard picking his punches beautifully. And here we go, the 10-second klaxon's just gone off. And that's the end of round number 4, people. Get your comments in. Pep Talk, boys. It's me, Jay Albie, talking you through all tonight's action. Benn Algieri is the main event. Then before that, we got Katy Taylor. We got Robbie Davis Jr. versus Hank Lundy after this one. And at right now, we've got Joe Cordina in a great scrap. 4 rounds in, going into round number 5. And it's exciting times here. Nice right hand there. I can see there Joe Cordina getting some comments from his corner. Maybe go for the body and then go back up top maybe. And round number 5 is now kicking off, people. Katakri, is that his name? So yeah, the action not as lively in round number 5 as it was in round number 4, but still, I feel like Cordina is winning this round. Just as the come forward fight. Oh, nice body shot there by his opponent. I just feel like he's coming up a little bit too short, Joe Cordina. He's just missing with the big punches. Yeah, Cordina's defence isn't the greatest, but his offense is beautiful, and we've just seen it there. You can hear Joe's corner asking for to go to the bodies. But everyone, if you're watching, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and also hit the like button. Pep Talk, boys. It's me, JLB, talking you through tonight's action in the last 10 seconds of round number 5. And halfway through this fight, how you guys got it going in the comments. Alan says here, spot on, Jay. Cordina seems a bit off the boil tonight. Yeah, no, he's just missing out on some of the big punches. Yeah, just a little bit too short. If it was a bit better judged, then they connected, could definitely be a different outcome for Joe Cordina if he lands with some of them big shots. So yeah, he's just a little bit off, a tad off. Round number 6 now, people. Yeah, Cordina getting a bit frustrated. Lands a good shot there though. Oh, lands another right arm. These two got similar styles, the way they fight. It's like the Romanian version of Joe Cordina. Or Belgian guy. Oh, nice stuff. God knows what Howard Foster's doing there. Yeah, Cordina. Not getting his own way here. Getting a bit frustrated. Getting a bit wild. Did he hurt his opponent there? Oh, body work there. It's getting tasty again here in the 6th round. It's got him in the corner. 10-second klaxon goes off. And it's going to come to the end of the round here. So round number 6 there complete. The Cordina round, most definitely for me. He's getting frustrated though, Joe Cordina. It's not going great for him. In the sense of the big shots are just missing. He's still finding his target with a lot of shots. His defence is very leaky. He's being hit too much for my liking. Look at that. He took a big right hand there in that round, Joe Cordina. You don't want to be eating shots like that. Round number 7 is now kicking off, people. Kane Dingle says, any predictions for Loma versus Richard Comey tonight? I would go for a Lomachenko win. Late stoppage. A late stoppage, I'd say, for that one. So see if Cordina can calm his work down, and instead of going fast paced and so aggressive, maybe slow it down and pick off the shots. Iron Zeus says, what is the scores on the card? I don't know what the scores are, to be fair. I think Cordina is winning the fight. I definitely think he's winning the fight. Just what the judges will have it as, I do not know. I do not know. And there's Alan. No worries, Alan. It's all good, all good. And Enzo Matrinetti. I used to enjoy watching him. So yeah, Joe Cordina's getting very, very frustrated here. That's the coming to the end of the round here, people. It's just nice right hand there by Joe Cordina. There's not much flow in here, really, is there? Alan Skill responding here to Kane Dingle boxing. Round number 8 here. Very frustrating performance by Jay Cordina. This opponent that he's been fighting, he's been a good opponent, let's be real. Oh, this guy from Belgium's putting some good work tonight. Do you know what I mean? There's just I'm just seeing if I could find just trying to find some information on some of the other fights that have been on this evening. Yeah, at times Cordina's just missing and getting caught and picked off. Oh, Joe Cordina's been caught far too much in this fight for my liking. Far too much. I'll be interested to see how the judges will score this. I would be very interested. Hank Lundy. Can you see that being a banger? Robbie Davis Jr., Hank Lundy. How are you guys seeing it in the comments? Let me know. Alan Skill, Robbie Davis Jr. from your part of the woods up in Liverpool. All Joe Cordina's got to do is just judge the distance. Be aggressive, but judge the distance correctly. That's what he's got to do. He was just chasing him. It's just a movement from Katachian that's causing Cordina all sorts of problems. If I was Cordina, I'd start throwing combinations. He comes up with a nice jab, Joe Cordina. Oh, Itachian just come in with 5 or 6 punch combinations in the body. Robbie Davis Jr. You prefer? No, that's a great one. I like that. No. Yeah, I'm a bit. Why is Robbie Davis Jr. No offense to Robbie Davis Jr. or Hank Lundy, but why are they? I thought this fight is a better fight even beforehand than Robbie Davis Jr. So he got himself quite high up in the bill. And that's going to come to the end of round number 9, people. So, how are you scoring this going into the final round? So Joe Cordina, will he go for the 10th round stoppage? I think if he wins this round, I'd give it Cordina 7 rounds to 3, 6-4 maybe. But you let me know. I agree, Jay. It's just because he's local, they're trying to build up Eddie Hearn. It has to be nice to Scousers or Bell. You would give him a smack. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right there, Alan. I'm just watching this fight, and I know I could be calling a lot more than that, but I'm just looking at what's technically being done because it's a very good technical fight. There's a lot going in, a lot going on, a lot of punches going in. There's a lot of feints. There's a lot of movement. So it's just you've really got to be putting a close eye on this if you're going to be scoring it correctly. So I don't envy the judges in this fight because could I be biased and coming in with biased eyes and just thinking that Joe Cordina is winning these rounds, or as his opponent Katy Taylor, has he done enough to win this fight himself? So please let me know in the comments how you guys are seeing this. Look, that's a great combination there from Kakatarian. Katarian. Katatrian. I don't know how to say his name. I do apologise. Oh, Prince Teddy says Cordina has skills, but his power will let him down in the end. And Alan again says, I'm giving it to Cordina by 2 rounds so far, but I favour aggression, yeah. So Alan's going for a 6-4 for Cordina. Do you think maybe I'm going to throw it out there? A draw? Would people be upset if it was a draw? Oh, Jack Napier, Chris Algieri, seriously. Where are you coming from with that, Jack? I'm not too sure. That is the main event, Conor Benn, Algieri. Cordina winning all but 2 or 3 rounds. Yeah, so let me know, get in the comments, people. How do you see that going? You couldn't argue with a draw, Jay. Quite a few swing rounds in that. Yeah, no. Some of them rounds were close. I was trying to watch it as like closely as I could, so I could see what was actually happening. So we're gonna get the verdicts coming in soon. So Jack Napier's not happy with the Conor Benn fight. So yeah, people get in your comments. Let me know who you thought won that fight. You got Robbie Davis Jr. versus Hank Lundy on next. Then you've got Katy Taylor versus Sharipova and Conor Benn versus Algieri. 100 to 190. No, Jay Cordina's got it quite comfortable here. So Joe Cordina gets the unanimous decision. So let's get your predictions in, people, for the next fight. Robbie Davis Jr., Hank Lundy. People excited for this one? So we got Tony Bellew now, just talking. I wish they put this Robbie Davis Jr. fight on before the Joe Cordina fight, because I'm not really feeling the oldest fight. Prince Teddy says, used to like Cordina. Eddie has messed his career fighting bums too many years. He will get beat at world level. And Jack Naver, they call people like Algieri enhancement talent in the wrestling business. Look, we'll find out tonight. We'll see how done Algieri is, if he's done, or has he still got a bit in the tank left to give. So yeah, next week Parker versus Chisora. Oh, so yeah, Chisora, Parker. You guys looking forward to the rematch of that one? Alan Skill saying, I just want to see Del Boy win a fight if anyone deserves it. Yeah, it'd be great. I do like Joseph Parker though. Mm. What is your fight of the year, Jay? Fight of the year. That's a difficult one, because unless I had all the fights like in front of me, I could say. But let's go top of my head. Cambosis. At the time, I didn't. When I was watching Cambosis Junior Lopez fight, I wasn't seeing it as a fight of the year candidate. Obviously, I saw a great performance from Cambosis Junior, but during the fight, I wasn't going, "Oh, this is fight of the year contender." Maybe I was. So maybe I was seeing the fight different to other people. Not that Cambosis wasn't winning, but I just wasn't getting fight of the year vibes. But then watching it back, then I thought, yeah, this was a great fight. So yeah, that could be a great contender. What other fights have we had this? Wilder versus Fury 3. I think that was a great fight again. So I'll probably have to go them two. I did like um, Billy Joe versus Canelo. I know it wasn't really fight of the year, but just the build up and the anticipation and finally getting that fight, I was really glad when that fight happened. Um, Maybe not fight of the year with the action. So Robbie Davis Jr. next. So yeah, let's get this Robbie Davis fight going then. So do you think Conor Benn's going to get a knockout with Algieri? So we see tonight what level Conor Benn's at, whether he's on that trajectory up to world level, or is he just floating around there at the moment? Obviously, it ain't going to be the end if he loses, but it'd be interesting to see where Conor Benn goes. Alan Skill says Conor Benn to win by KO 6-8. I think if Conor don't get him out within 6 rounds, it could be a difficult night. Benn stoppage early, won the 4 from Jack Napier. Yeah, I agree. I think if Benn's going to win, it has to be pretty early. So yeah, Robert Davis Jr. versus Lundy coming up now. Just so here comes Hank from Philadelphia. So here comes Hank then. Been in with quite a few world class fighters, they say. So he's fought Terence Crawford. From Kirby, Liverpool. So there we go then, Robbie Davis Jr. So here we go then, people. Sorry there, I was just sorting out some, well, not sorting out, reading out some of the action from earlier fights on the Pro Bellum show and the early fights from the Zone show. So Marcus McDonald's going to get their fights going. Has the Benn fight started? No. We got this fight just starting. Robbie Davis Jr. versus Hank Lundy. Then we got Katy Taylor. Then we got Conor Benn. Anyone picking Algieri? Not that I've seen so far in the comments, but let me know, people. Thanks for your comment, Mr. Patrick Curtis and Sasha. Appreciate that. McGuigan must have about 60 rings in his gym. How many people does he train? Yeah, he's got a lot going. Now, I don't want Algieri to win, for he might retire again because he's in his 40s. Yeah, Jack Napier's not having none of that tonight. So what are we saying here about Hank Lundy and Napier then? So yeah, not much action going on here so far. Oh. So yeah, Lundy, let's see what he can do then. He's like the Del Boy of this division. He's got nine defeats on his record, but comes and gives it a good fight. They said the last time he's been defeated in the distance was against Terence Crawford about 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, Robbie Davis Jr. has rocked Hank. He's like Bambi on ice. Oh, he's on loose legs, and he's lucky at the end of the round has saved him there. Oh, got to see this again. That was lovely stuff. Great punch. His legs were like Bambi. He was all over the place. I think a big hit here by Robbie Davis Jr. could take out Hank Lundy. Yeah, Lundy still looks very wobbly, and oh, lovely shot to the body. I think after this, Lundy should retire if he loses, because Robbie Davis Jr. is just schooling him. He's been rocked again. Oh, he's been knocked through the ropes. He's gone through the ropes, and it's over. It's all over. Second round knockout. He didn't want it, Lundy. He didn't go up to his feet quick enough. He heard number 7, 8, and he thought he'd try and look like he's getting to his feet quickly. Yeah, and took him out in style there. But it always looks great when someone gets knocked through the ropes, doesn't it? I think he just hits him with a right hand. Yeah, right hand. Straight down the pipe. Right on the chin. Lundy got a knee injury here. So I was looking at this. So Katy Taylor is up next, people, defending her world titles. So, do you think Katy Taylor will get the win tonight, people? So where do you think Robbie Davis Jr. will go after this then? Davis Jr. versus Jose Zepeda would be a great fight. Yeah, no, that would be a great fight, Star Fox McLeod. Thank you for throwing that in there. That would be a good fight. Robbie Davis Jr. looks good on the show again. So Katy Taylor next, people. Let me know. Pep Talk, boys. It's me, JLB. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Also, if you like the video, hit the like button too. And you got Tony Bellew here with Laura Woods. Having a little chat. And now we've got Robbie Davis Jr. joining in. I'll let you know what he says. So Robbie Davis Jr. saying that he wants a big fight coming up. Shane McGuigan now. Katy Taylor next. So here we go, Katy Taylor up next. I'm looking forward to this. These are the two fights that I've been looking forward to the most tonight, people. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Perfect opponent, Chris Algieri. I know a lot of people have been throwing their criticisms in, but I just think at this time in his career, then why not? Why not? Katy Taylor's getting her gloves tightened there. What's your predictions, people? Let me know in the comments. Come on, let's get the comments going. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this stream going for this fight. Come on, people, let's go. She's got all the marbles. Look, Katy Taylor, all the marbles. Jay, are you watching the UFC card tonight? It's going to be a good one. I am. I am. I was going to do a watch along. Not too sure. Don't know if the demand's out there for the watch along. If you lot will be there, and I will do the watch along. Literally, I'll be watching it from the prelims because the prelims are fantastic on that tonight. So, yes, I will be definitely watching that. Eddie Hearn's now joining Tony Berry and Roberts. Yeah, I believe Katy Taylor 100% is the pioneer of women's boxing. I know there's a lot of great women before her. I know there's a lot of great women out there at the moment, but Katy Taylor changed it. I remember the Olympic 2012, her and Natasha Jonas. What a fight! What a fight that was, and just the noise it made, and obviously winning a gold medal. Also, Nicola Adams changed the game as well for especially women's boxing in the UK. So yeah, big shout out to Nicola Adams too. So we got Eddie Hearn dribbling on here. Oh, come on, Eddie, mate, get the show going. I know you got to fill it a little bit to because there was an early knockout, but man. Also, people, if they're going to be inappropriate comments going into the comment section and stuff like that, look, you're going to get blocked straight away. I'll put it out there now. The last couple of shows, there's been quite a few inappropriate comments coming in, and that this ain't the sort of channel for that sort of thing. So keep your negativity away from Pep Talk, and just don't bother, because it's just you're not going to get what you're looking for with them comments. So anything to do with boxing, feel free to come in, have your say. It's a fan-friendly channel with fans' opinion on boxing. So anyone's got anything to talk about boxing, MMA, even football, or any sports, then that's cool. But you start going down a different route and being rude, disrespectful, and just saying inappropriate stuff, you will be blocked, and that will be it. So look, just throw that energy somewhere else, because we don't want that over here. Well, just seeing that new, I think it's the new Sports Direct advert, and that face that Jordan Pickford does. Wow, that just really scared me. Um, and we got Bacon and Eggs is coming. Hello, Bacon and Eggs. First time I've seen you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you can hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Mate, I reckon Chris might pull up the upset. No, look, as I said earlier, Chris Algieri looked fantastic on the scales. So you can't say he isn't coming in prepared. He isn't coming in with the right attitude. Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't realise how much it might look different tonight, but I thought Algieri looked really big. I thought his shoulders looked much wider than Connor's. Obviously, he's taller. Um, so yeah, it's made it a bit more interesting for me. And Chris Algieri, even though he's an older guy, he's in fantastic shape, and it's an acid test. That's what you call these fights, an acid test. You get, I don't know, all these people. I don't know whether you watch all the fights or you just watch the big fights, but if you look at people's careers, you get these sort of fights where you're going to have to do it, and some people will like him, some people won't like him, but they're called acid tests to see where you are right now at this level. So yeah, it'll be interesting. And cheers, Bacon and Eggs. Just sub for the first time. I've seen your channel. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you can spread the word as well, we're always here at Pep Talk, doing live watch-alongs, live shows, debate shows. We get interviews with fighters and coaches and people in the boxing world. So yeah, spread the word. And so I promise to keep it clean. It's not mentioned the river man. Yeah, yeah. That would be filthy if you mentioned that. That would be very inappropriate. But yeah, no, we're just getting a few idiots in the comments and that, and it don't really, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. People would say, "Oh, you mentioned it." It does. No, what I'm saying is, it's been going on for a couple of weeks now, and it's just like I'm just letting you know, just don't waste your time, because obviously it's just not really that sort of channel to be putting stuff like that out there. And Prince Teddy, Algieri's second heaviest he has been in his career. Yeah, he looked big on the weight. When they were stood there, I don't know whether it was the camera angle was at the side and Algieri looked a lot wider and a lot bigger. He just made my ears pop up a little bit and think, oh, okay. Because like I said, I've never saw him face to face before. And obviously with the shirts off, you can see the bodies and that. It was first time seeing it. So before, obviously, I thought Conor Benn, much younger guy, he's going to walk through Algieri. And he still might do that. Let's not get it twisted. He still might do that. But when I saw Algieri, I thought, apologies there, people. A bit of a yawn there. I'm bored waiting for this bloody fight to get corrected. I hate all the in-between fights. One thing I like about the UFC, they just roll straight into the fights and that. These boxing ones, they love filling it, don't they? Like a bloody stocking. Like a Christmas stocking. They just fill with chat. But yeah, I just seeing the attributes that Algieri's got and his physical attributes. It just maybe goes from maybe 85% win to Conor Benn, 15% to maybe 60-40. So it makes it a lot closer in my eyes. But like I say, if Conor Benn don't get Algieri out within the first 4 to 6 rounds, it could be an interesting fight. But Algieri was fighting Tommy Coyle. What was it? 3-4 years ago, and Tommy Coyle was British level at best. No offense, Tommy Coyle. I think you're fantastic, but I'm just saying, as we're putting into content. Joe Randall says, F the UFC. I love the UFC. I think UFC is beautiful. It's brutal, and I think it's top of its game at the moment. Prince Teddy, Khan versus Brook. Who you got winning? I say Amir Khan is the winner financially and in a business sense. In the fight, I don't know. I really can't call that one. If Kell Brook's fit, the thing is, Kell Brook hasn't looked the same since he got lost to Golovkin and Spence. Like, let's be real. Let's not be getting it twisted. Khan, he's just got that vulnerable chin. I'd say Kell Brook knockout. He'll catch him at some point. I'd say Kell Brook will get him at some point. Yeah, Robert, I totally agree with you there, mate. I think Khan can't really be regarded as a favourite. So yeah, I'd go with Brook. Khan is training, of course, in the team, which you've already learned everything about Brook. Yeah, but you can't. It doesn't matter what training team you go to; they're not going to make your chin any stronger. Your chin's your chin, and unfortunately for Amir Khan, he's a bit light round the whiskers, as Kell Brook would say, and that's just facts. Just facts are facts. We say it with certain fighters, certain attributes. Some fighters got iron chin, i.e. Joe Joyce. His chin is solid. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you got Kell Brook. His chin isn't, and it's just that's the way it is. But technically, in his prime, Kell Brook had a good chin, but that chin got destroyed by Golovkin. He's never been the same. That eye socket broke, then he lost his other eye socket in the Spence fight. And when you start feeling them injuries, in, especially on your face, which gets hit the most, you're not going to be the same. But I feel Brook will get to Amir Khan, but Amir Khan isn't unknown to just boxing move. He could go in there in 10 rounds, boxing move. So it'd be interesting. Catch weight in the favour of Khan in the contract. No, I agree. £139. Age doesn't really matter in the Ben Algieri fight. I remember Mickey Ward breaking our hearts in Liverpool when he was 35-year-old and beat Shay Neary, who was a beast. Yeah, Shay Neary, beast. That's JJ Metcalf's dad, if I believe. Yeah, look, age is irrelevant. And like I said, look at Algieri's in great shape, but I just feel like Algieri fighting Tommy Coyle 3 or 4 years ago, who was British level. Would Conor Benn beat Tommy Court at that stage? Did Conor Benn now today? I'd say yeah. I know Algieri won, but and Robert Barry, loving your chat tonight, Robert, in the comments. Really appreciate that. What do you think of Joe Joyce? Look, I love Joe Joyce. I've spoken about it many times on this channel. Apart from AJ and Fury, Joe Joyce is my next favourite heavyweight. I love Dillian White too. I think Dillian White is a great fighter, but I just it's just you just certain things you just really like, don't you? So certain players in football or certain sportsmen in certain different sports or sportswomen. Sometimes you just like a certain person, and Joe Joyce's for me is that he's got a great chin. He's a fighter that gets better as the fight goes on. He looks very unorthodox, and I just love it. Everything about him. I just love everything like his demeanor. He's just different. Joe Joyce is very different in a good way, and just that chin that he's got. It's going to take a lot for someone to knock him out. As an amateur, people were beating him because Joe isn't made for 3 rounds. Joe Joyce is made to be a professional to fight over a long period of. He's like a marathon boxer. He gets better as the rounds go on. His output for a heavyweight is ridiculous. So yeah, great question that. JJ is underrated. Yeah, JJ Metcalf. Yeah, great fighter. Ben is not that guy. If he doesn't get Chris out of there, that's true. I agree. Katy Taylor. Love Katy Taylor. Love Katy Taylor. Go on YouTube, check her banging goals in for Republic of Ireland's women's team. She's an ultimate sports person. Katy Taylor. This girl she's fighting a lot of backing from Kakistan. So let's see what they're saying about her tonight. And Joe Randall says, who wins, AJ or Fury? It's a hypothetical question, really, because I don't actually think it's ever going to happen. We can get into that a bit later. Keep that one fresh, Joe, and reminders later. But here we go. Round number 1 is just about the kick-off. Katy Taylor versus Sharipova. So we go Katy Taylor versus Sharipova. Oh, so yeah, both ladies in the centre of the ring. Who's going to be quicker getting their shots off? Sharipova looks like she's got a nice jab, nice right hand. Yeah. And come on, Katy. I echo them words. Come on, Katy Taylor. Got a soft spot for Ireland as well. Cheers, Bacon and Eggs getting there involved in the comments. So yeah, this Sharipova, she's definitely got some talent about her. I said this the last couple of days. She's got big backing from Kazakhstan. They're saying that she could win this. So how would you give that round? I'd give that. I reckon Sharipova got that one. Joe Randall says I can Taylor within 4. I don't, mate. I think this is going 10 rounds. And Bacon and Eggs says I'll be back. Just gonna have some breakfast and watch the fight. Are you having bacon and eggs? Yeah, no, enjoy your breakfast and yeah, come back and join us for the fight. Alan Skill says the Irish are loved in Liverpool, so we'll support Katy like one of our own. Yeah, no, definitely. Get that support behind her and that. Absolute brilliant. That's the end of round number 1 though. Um, get your predictions in. Pep Talk boys. It's me, Jay Albie, taking you through tonight's action. You got Sharapova coming out there. Katy Taylor coming out. Round number 2 has just started. Katy Taylor comes out with a jab. I think Katy should come out in this round, maybe use her jab a little bit more. Combinations, work the body. Always hard just for yeah, no, that's true, Joe. It is hard to judge the first round. Finding their feet. I had Sharapova winning that, and I think Charlie, I'm Irish, so come on, Katy. Sharapova with a good right hand there on Katy Taylor. Bacon and eggs, haha, funny enough I am. Fury has great boxing, but he showed he's one of the brilliant age. Could definitely capitalise on that. Yeah, no, AJ has a great chance. Has a great chance. Totally agree. But tonight, oh, nice left hook there by Katy Taylor. She's in for it. She's got a battle on her hands here. So work the body. Sharapova head and body. She's good. Decent fighter. The pool's getting so much deeper in the women's categories in boxing. It's going from 3 or 4 good fighters to 5 or 6, 7 or 8. They're getting slowly in time. I reckon 2 to 3 years time, you're going to have at least a decent top 10 in each division, which would be good, and it's making the sport growing so much. Savannah Marshall is the one to watch. Honestly, no, I couldn't agree even more. I think Savannah Marshall is probably one of the best that we've got, and it'd be interesting to see where she goes. So, how would you score in that round? Are you scoring it? 1-1, 2-1? So round number 3 now, people. Yeah, they're coming in, meeting each other now. It's getting a bit sloppy. I wish these were 3-minute rounds, people. I know you lot agree with me. It's got to be 3-minute rounds. Oh, nice left hook there. One thing though with Taylor that does worry me is that she doesn't have that big one punch concussive shot that hurts her opponents. How gutted do you think Eddie was when Savannah stayed with Sky? Eddie was pushing for that Shields fight forever. Yep, it's a big fight, but obviously Sky the winners there. Charlie's got it 1-1. Robert Barry says Taylor's superior boxer, and Joe Randall says Taylor looks the better all-round boxer. I don't know whether I get so nervous for Katy Taylor that I don't see the good things, I just see the bad things, and I worry that it's not going her way. Oh, a little punch after the bell there by Sharipova. How you guys scoring it? Show the fight, please, for the khaki people in Germany, please. Look, I don't have the rights for the fight. It's on the zone. Yeah, that's all I can say. I can't show you the fights for the game. And Alan Skill says 100% J 3-minute rounds would maturely bring more respect and intent to the women's scene. I've got it 2-1 to Katy, but very close. Yeah, it is very close. I have no idea. I feel for you tonight, Sophie. Sophie here saying that she's got the sort of little one out, and then she's got her partner and his friend watching the TV, commentating and agreeing with the live stream. So hopefully it's not too bad for you. Hopefully you can get through the pain and anguish of that. But oh, and Katy Taylor with a great shot there, and we're back to the action here, round 4 out of 10. And Katy Taylor with some lovely shots, some beautiful boxing, some beautiful stuff there. I get so worried watching Katy, says Charlie too. Yeah, no, I do. Oh, a bit of dirty boxing there by Sharapova, throwing them dirty uppercuts while holding the other arm of Katy Taylor. It's naughty, but I like it. You got to do anything you can to win, and you're fighting Katy Taylor, the undisputed champion, one of the best in the game. You got to do. She's doing it again. You got to do what you got to do. The referee's not breaking them. Look at them uppercuts in the middle there. Katy hitting her with 4 and 5 punch combos there. Nice. Yeah, no, they are nice. I just feel like the more cleaner shots are coming from Sharapova, but this round Katy Taylor's looking really good. If I was Katy, I'd like to see her work the body as she comes out. So look, now they're in the hold, 3 or 4 combos to the body, work back out, and then go back in and start the attack again. I don't feel like she's doing a lot when they're in the guard of Sharapova. She's not doing too much. And before you know it, the round's over. It's difficult to score. It's difficult to score. Taylor ain't losing this, no way, says Joe. People, get in your comments. Let us know. Do you agree with Joe? Do you see Sharipova winning this? Do you see Katy Taylor winning comfortably? Get your comments in. Let us know how you're seeing this fight's going. Obviously, you've got the main event after this. Benn versus Chris Algieri. Should be a good fight. Should be lively. Hopefully, this fight goes to 10 rounds, so Sky don't have to talk. The Zone don't have to go through. I was waiting for that fight. Love that confidence from Joe Randall, says Alan Skill. Yeah, look, she's a good operator, Sharipova, though, isn't she? Very good operator, so. The thing with Katy, as I said, she's we're out in round number 5 now, people. So Darren Barker's got it 2 rounds all then. Charlie says it can go either way. It's hard for Katy. Joe says they should do 8 3-minute rounds, in my opinion. That's interesting, but I wouldn't. I want either 12 2-minute rounds for world title fights. Oh, big right hand there by Katy Taylor. So, like this fight here should be 12 rounds at 2 minutes at least. So, that's what they need to improve if they want to slowly improve it. Or it's got to be 3-minute rounds for me, 3 10-minute rounds. Just to start it off for a couple of years. Because you're seeing, what I'm seeing here is it's a lot of rushed work, a lot of rushed action, and then they end up clinching, holding each other, they're in each other's guard, and it gets sloppy sometimes. Like you're not seeing any great technique. You're not look like they're not even thinking about feints and stuff really because they're just looking to get off on each other because the round's ticking away. Sharapova the most effective and yeah, she's it. Katy keeps her at length and she wins comfortably. I couldn't agree even more with your Alan skill there. As I was saying earlier, I think it was even round 1 or 2. You saw Sharapova, the dirty uppercuts when she was holding in the clinch. Really like that. Really like that. Yeah, it's been a competitive fight. Really competitive fight. But I want more. I want 3-minute rounds. I want 12 rounds for the world title fights. And it's not even as like these that the women are saying themselves, the athletes saying, no, look, we don't want this. I think a lot of them do want it. But if they want to keep progressing and making it bigger and better, and at the moment they've done a great job in the last 10 years since 2012 at the London Olympics. The game's grown so much. And I just think the next step would be doing 12 2-minute rounds for the world titles to start off with, or 10 3-minute rounds. And I think you'll see better quality of action. Because at the moment, it just seems like it's an amateur fight at a longer period with more rounds. And I want to see a more professional fight where if you had 12 rounds and you had 3-minute rounds, you could maybe see Katy Taylor. There's a point getting took off here from Sharipova. This is definitely going in the favour of Katy Taylor then. So a point deducted there. So that changes the fight. Sharapova's definitely probably going to have to step on and maybe in her mind think that I need to get a stoppage here. Oh, she's going for the knockout. Here we go. Here we go. It's in the phone booth and Katie's holding and getting into that scrap that she don't need to get into. Just breaks, take a couple of steps back and back at it. Oh, there we go. Nice stuff. Andy Lee's knowledge is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, nice. Nice. So, end the round number 6. Sharapova's got a cut on her eye as well. Oh, a clash of accidental headbutts. Because they're getting sloppy as they're exchanging. Boom! Right nut on the head. And that's a cut for Sharipova. But people, look, Pep Talk boys, me, JLB, get in the comments, people. Let me know how you're seeing this fight's going. Let me know how you're seeing the main event go tonight. Benn versus Algieri. And let's just chat about it, people. Katy Taylor going to round number 7 here. I've got it 4-2 to Katy Taylor at the moment. It's a good competitive fight. First round, I was a bit worried. I thought Sharipova took that first round. But as the fight's going on, Katy Taylor's definitely walking away with this. And also Sharipova had a point took off her in the round number 6. So let's see we go. The distance, like Katy doesn't want to be here in the clinch. We said this. Alan said it in the comments. Just take a step back, throw the combinations. I like to see Katy work the body a lot more. Uh, yeah, the action's died down a little bit. The ref's having a word with him. It's very scrappy in round number 7. 15 seconds left to go. Oh, hit her after the bell again, I thought there. But I'll maybe give that to a Taylor round again. Yeah, some good corner work there in Katy Taylor. Some real beautiful As Alan says here, great advice from the corner, as you said earlier, Jay. Jab and go downstairs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was seeing earlier. So we go then, round number 8 of 10. The pace has slowed down as the fight's gone on. Again, the distance is they're struggling. Both of these ladies are struggling with the distance to hit each other with a clean shot, and then and their heads come together and they go straight into that clinch. Mm. Again, Taylor's not really. She's not really doing the old body work. She's neglected that a fair bit today. Prince Teddy says Katy Taylor's not as good as she used to be. I don't. It's not that. It's she just doesn't have that pop in the punch where she can stop people or put a dent into people. She's just she's a volume puncher. Um, Combination that outworks her opponents. It's the only thing Katy Taylor's missing. If she could just, and I think that's down to her distancing. If there was one criticism of Katy Taylor that I've got, which there isn't many, and I think, as I've always said, she's fantastic. She doesn't judge the distance very well. She either goes in too close or she's too far away. So she gets you with a jab, and then she comes in really close and she combos to the body and hits whatever she can hit. If she could just judge that distance a little bit better, she might be able to be not too close, not too far away, and then get the big shot off when she does throw it. Because she does throw it, but when she's throwing it, she's already coming in, and that's when the clinch happens. So it's just what. Who am I to give advice to the Olympic gold medalist and an undisputed world champion? But just from what I see from her fights, it's the only thing I would say. But people probably think, oh, I'm chatting rubbish, but that's the only thing I'd say. Because when she's at long distance, the power shots, I've just seen it then already in 30 seconds into this round, and she threw a right hand, but the distance was too far away. So if it does land, it's just skimming the face, not getting the connection it needs. And Fox is on the hunt says, what round, who's winning? We're in round number 9. I'd say Katy Taylor's definitely winning. Nice left hook there by Katy Taylor. I'd say she's either 5-3 up or 6-2. Some people might have her up. I'd probably go more of the 5-3. No, not 5-3. I probably would go 6-2 maybe. Sharipova won the first, maybe the third, maybe one more. But I've definitely got Katy Taylor winning. Fox is on the hunt. 30 seconds left of round number 9. They're both holding again. Oh, see there, look, Katy Taylor with a combination. If you look when she lands the combination, she's literally on the toes, in the face of the opponent. So you've not got much distance to get the power into your punch. Oh, nice right hand there by Katy Taylor. Alan Skill says Katy has the speed and the timing to be a great counter puncher, but Sharipova is making her force the fight, so not the most entertaining fight. No, that's fair enough. That's true words there. I just feel like if it was 3 minute rounds, they wouldn't be rushing as much, and the action would be a lot better. It'd be a lot more technical. Um, so let me know, people. Pep Talk Boys here. It's me, Jay. I'll be taking you through the action tonight. Benn, Algieri, Watchalong. We've got the main event coming up after this round. The last round, round 10, Katy Taylor versus Sharipova. It's been a good competitive fight. Sharapova's shown her mettle, shown her toughness, shown some skills at times as well. So, yeah. Oh, Katy Taylor. And the referee brings the action back together. Again, holding. It's not the greatest. Oh, left hook there by Katy Taylor. Big left hook by Katy Taylor. Some mean left hooks coming here late on by Katy Taylor. Good finish to the fight there. Alan Skill, if you could see 3 fights in 2022, what would they be, Jay? Yeah, let me have a quick think about that one. I think Katy Taylor's got to win there, people. Get in the comments and let me know what you think. 3 fights in 2022 that I would like. I would like to see. I would like to see. Lawrence Okoli versus Breedus. Breedus. Cruiserweight fight. I think that would determine who the number one in the cruiserweight division at the moment is. That's one fight that I'd like to see. A second fight that I would like to see would be Joe Joyce versus Deontay Wilder, because I believe that would be a great fight for Deontay Wilder to come back from. Someone who's highly ranked in the heavyweight division, and obviously the biggest heavyweight puncher in the heavyweight division versus the guy with the best chin in the heavyweight division. I think that's a good fight for both guys. So I'd say that one. Trying to think if I'm trying to think properly. Oh, I wish I had all the people, all the rosters in front of me. it would have to be Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall would be one. That's a huge fight, massive fight in the women's division. Maybe Chris Eubank Jr. versus Andrade. So, yeah, Crawford Spence. Look, I was going to say that, Star Fox, but it was just a bit too obvious. So, Katy Taylor only won by 3 points on one judge's scorecard. So, with a point taken away, that would be 2. Oh, Joe's got a bit between his teeth about Canelo and jumping up 2 weight divisions. Look, Joe, we have discussed this on a. I've done a debate show a couple of weeks ago. Got in a right debate with the lads. We've already spoke about it on the channel, and the fight's not been announced. It's just been accepted by the WBC. So Canelo's asked the WBC, if I want to fight Makubu for the cruiserweight title, will you grant it? They've said yeah, but nothing's been signed. It's not been agreed. And if he does, it's great business. He's fighting a cruiserweight world champion, become a 5-time world champion, the first Mexican 5-weight world champion. So look, the guy's got balls like King Kong, massive balls, stepping up in bigger weight divisions against bigger men, and he's not just fighting a top 10, top 15 fighter. He's fighting world champions. So look, I think it's all credit to him. What's your opinion on it? He doesn't want Makubu. Joe, how many beers in are you? How many beers in are you? Why would Canelo not want Makubu? Canelo would fight anyone. You've not seen Canelo sparring Frank Sanchez, who's an unbelievable heavyweight. So the main event coming next, people. Conor Benn versus Algieri. Get your predictions in, people. Star Fox McLeod says Makubu needs to defend his title first. Look, as I say, I think it's been blown out of proportion probably. As I say, they just asked the WBC if they would accept it, as obviously you would do because they want to know what their options are. I think personally, if fight at light heavyweight, and I wouldn't rule out the Triple G fight now. That Triple G fight's been postponed in January. Um, so look, there's loads of options out there. But look, we got Conor Benn tonight. People get in the comments. Let me know, how's this next fight going. Katy Taylor, Serrano. You people, how do you see that going? Obviously, Serrano doing her thing out in Puerto Rico and in America. And here comes Katy Taylor with an interview. Cheers, Alan. Great shout there for fights, Jay. I would also kind of want to see Ellaby versus Hearn. Yeah, I don't. It's funny, isn't it? I've got to say that Leonard Ellaby is a weird character, isn't he? He talks a load of rubbish. Them PBC guys are idiots. Like, there's a few interviews I've seen Leonard Ellaby. He's been really sound, really all right. But what's the American issue with Eddie, man? Over here, you'd be like, fuck Eddie. You wouldn't let him bother you. In America, they're just so touchy. You look how much stick Eddie gets from all the other promoters, and what does he do? He laughs it off, happy-go-lucky, takes it on the chin, and throws a different energy at it. These other guys, they get asked a question, or they hear a quote Eddie said, and they just lose their shit, man. Lose their shit. I tell you what, though, Leonard Ellaby needs to sort his dress sense out as well a little bit. You've seen some of the suits he wears. I see him wear that purple suit that time, with some weird purple shoes and that. I think Eddie Hearn would win the fashion sense out of them two. So they're saying in the broadcast that Eddie Hearn's saying the Serrano fight, Katy Taylor next, and that should be the next fight. So that would be a big fight. Alan Skills saying they don't like Hearn because he's an American. If he was, they would love him. No, true facts. That. It's just, if they were smart, they would do business with Eddie. Because one thing with Eddie is he's not there to fuck anyone over. He's not there to do the dirty on someone, get one over on you. He's just there to make good fights, decent fights, and he knows the better the show is, or the better he can do for a fight, the better it will be for him in the long run. And a lot of these broadcasters, look at PBC, like I think Leonard Ellaby saying and Floyd saying our fighters only fight our fight, like PBC fighters. Like Tank Davis is a superstar, but you're going to see the same thing that happened with him, which happened with Canelo at Golden Boy. He's just going to be locked in one scenario, and he's not going to be able to fulfill his full potential. Like, he's going to be great. He's going to probably be like, he already is a multiple world champion, Tank, and he's done what he's done. But this guy needs to be fighting more. Like Cruz was a good fighter the other day. Give it credit, but there's probably 7 to 10 other fighters that you would put in front of that Cruz that you would like to see Tank fight, and that's the difference. If you've got that many fighters that people can throw in and say you should be fighting, there's an issue there. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't, and it's not fair when it's not really. I don't know if it's Tank saying that or whatever, but Tank Davis needs to step out of the PBC shadows a little bit and have a look out there himself, maybe. But they pay people to advise him, and obviously that's the advice he's been getting. And so, yeah. Another fight, Alan Skill, that I would like to see would be Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. Devin Haney, George Kambosos Jr., Ryan Garcia, Tank. I would like to see that fight. That's a fight I would like to see. Because Ryan Garcia, I said it the other day with Ra, is this guy an Instagram champion or is he an actual world champion? Because he turned down a world title fight with Devin Haney. He was in a world title eliminator fight. I don't know whether he pulled out of that one as well. But the guy had a world title shot, turned down the world title shot, then said that he was world champion. Ryan Garcia does too much talking online for me. to the point where you can't even remember what he's saying. So that guy needs to action speak louder than words, and we need Garcia in the ring. So yeah, Ryan Garcia versus Tank would be a great fight. Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez would be a great fight for Tio's return fight, although I would like to see Tio go up to 140. Alan says PBC and Showtime run boxing in the USA. When you have an outspoken Brit calling boxers their bosses, it makes them look like idiots. Haney versus Can is a shout the sort undisputed. It is, but what I also believe is that a lot of these older promoters are so used to the old dirty tactics, the old backhand here, the backhand there, and you got someone coming through fresh who's not going to take any of that shit. He's just going to say it as it is. And Eddie's kind of making the sport more pure. Like, I know you get dodgy referee decisions, dodgy judges, but what I'm saying is Eddie makes sure the fighters get paid. That's a definite. The fighters need to always be paid. He's putting on great shows, and boxers are primarily the boss. Obviously, in America, that isn't the case because you've got people like Leonard Ellaby and Floyd saying that Tank will only fight PBC fighters. Well, it should be Tank telling them who he wants to fight, when he wants to fight, and that so forth. So, yeah, maybe the mentality needs to change in America a little bit, but all I would say is, like, they just let Eddie get under their skin, and it's just funny to watch. So we're building up now to the headline act. I'm not too sure when the ring walks start. This 12-round bad boy is just about to begin. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Got the legend here, Nigel Benn. So yeah, got the main event bubbling up nicely here. Nigel talking here about Connor. So Nigel says he doesn't care about Chris Algieri because he's so confident in what Connor's doing. That's great belief from your pops. So get in the comments, people. Pep Talk boys, it's me, Jay Albie, getting ready here for the main event. Just listening to what Tony's got to say. And Alan says Tank won't come back down a weight. He will struggle at the weight due to his lifestyle. We're more likely to see Haney, Theo, and Tank fight. Maybe Ryan Garcia needs to go straight up to that 140. Obviously 135 he can make, but I just want to see the best fights. And if they're at 140, they're at 140. I just want to see the best fights. Do you remember last year, or was it last year or the year before, when Nigel Benn was going to come back and fight Beaker? That would have been. I didn't want to see that. I really didn't want to see Nigel back in the ring. So come on, people, get in the comments. Let me know predictions for Benn Algieri. I'm just milking this coverage again. So yeah, come on, Pep Talk boys, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. If you're liking tonight's action as well, also hit that like button on the video. Benn Algieri coming up next, people. Let me know who you're going to win. What's your predictions? What round are you going for? Is it going to go to full distance? What do you think about Chris Algieri? Looks in great shape. Former world champion. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I think if it goes past the first 4 to 6 rounds, could get tasty. No, Sweet Caroline's going on now. Touching you, Sweet Caroline. So comment in the comments what's going on then. What is going on? If you're still with me, let me know. You're looking forward to this fight? The main event tonight in Liverpool. The Zone show. David Diamante. Chris Algieri's coming now. Let me have a look at Chris Algieri's record a minute, people. So Algieri was an undefeated kickboxer before he was a boxer. Yeah, so Chris Algieri has fought once in 2 years. He fought in August. Got a unanimous decision over 10 rounds. Who did he fight? Oh, the guy didn't have a bad record that he fought. And then he fought Tommy Coyle, who he beat in 8th round in 2019, which I remember watching that at Madison Square Garden. Obviously, he lost to Errol Spence in 2016. Lost to Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao. So his 3 losses have been to good fighters. Unanimous decision to Manny Pacquiao. Unanimous decision to Amir Khan. And it's only been Errol Spence who's put a dent in him. Benn will be coming down to the ring. They should put on Deacon Blue on a Liverpool 7-0 diamond and look off big time. Alan Skill, you are funny, man. You crack me up. So yeah, look, it's a difficult one to judge. I will be honest. So here comes Benn. So here comes Conor. So the Taylor, the tape's out, people. 9 knockouts for Algieri, 12 for 12 for Connor. The percentage is double for Connor. David Diamante just announcing the fighters here. So Bob Williams is going to be the referee for this one. The time has come. Here we go, people. The time has come. Let's rock and roll. Starts now. Here we go, people. We're getting ready to rock and roll. So then, people, we're ready to rock and roll. Get your comments in, people. And it's just about to kick off. Round number 1. Come out swinging straight away. Oh, Connor comes out with some mean intention straight away. Algieri looks the bigger man in there when they come up close. Oh, some big shots there by Conor Benn. Conor Benn looking for the bodywork here early on. Lovely body work there by Conor Benn. He's working this body lovely. Nothing's really being set up. It's just big shots coming in. Nice big body shot again by Conor Benn. It's mean intentions all the time by Conor Benn. Algieri's just kind of just. Let me know, people. You happy with this first round? Trying to jab there, Algieri didn't land though. Oh, left hook there. I think it was a left hook by Algieri. Algieri keeps talking about shots to the back of the head and that, but mate, the ref's not getting involved, mate. Unless the ref's saying he can see it in that, just don't worry about it. Double jab there by Algieri. He does not want to be on the ropes with Conor Benn. Round number one over, people. How you scoring that? 10-9 round there. Obviously the Conor Benn for me. I thought he was the more aggressive. He was mean intentions on some of them shots. Real mean intentions. Also, just the output was a lot better. Alan Skill comes in and says, when a fighter is moaning, it means he isn't having a good night. Benn looking sharp. Yeah, first round, 2 or 3 occasions. So round number 2, people. Oh, some nice body work there again by Conor Benn. Random Matrix BBC 5 as live commentary. Great. I'm watching it on DAZN and then doing it on here. So yeah, DAZN, good value for your money, especially if you get it this month, $7.99. You got some big fights. Just for this fight, this card and the Chisora card, I'd be happy with that. Plus, you had Haney last week or the week before, Lopez versus Cambosis Jr. Oh, trading off there, the guys. Conor Benn with a right hand over the top. Oh, nice combinations there by Conor. Oh, nice. He's like, he's. I'm on round 2. 42 seconds left. What round are you on, Alan? Oh, he's been dropped. Algieri. He's done a roll as well. Done a roly-poly. Uh, so here we go. He's saying he's been hit below the belt as well. What round you on then, Alan? Mine says it's live. I think I've said this before. I think each fighter should have like a VAR check where they can like in between rounds they can have like a shout because Algeria could have a shout there in between that round and say, look, that wasn't a knockdown. Ref, have a look at it. The ref can look at it and say, look, that won a knockdown. So then it's not a 10-8 round. It would just be a 10-9 round. Because now Algeria's 3 rounds down, going into round 3. It's beautiful stuff by Conor there. Getting low, throwing the jab out there. Oh, nice stuff there by Conor Benn. Oh, I reckon he's going to take Algeria out soon. Nice by Conor Benn. Had Algeria on the ropes. Nice combination. And he's just starting to find little pockets of space here, Benn, and he's just unleashing great shots to the body and the head of Chris Algieri. As I say, I think Benn could take him out. And he's coming in patiently, Benn. Nice little ducking and weaving. Nice jab there by Benn. Nice shot to the body too. Algieri comes in with his own jab, straight right, nothing on it. Comes in with another left and another right. Back in with a jab there by Algieri. Benn follows up with a jab of his own. And a 10-second klaxon goes for the end of the round. Both connect with a jab each. And that's the end of round number 3. How have you lot got it going? How have you got it? So we're out in round number 4. And Conor Benn comes out the same intent as before. Prince Teddy says Benn's head movement in round 3 was unreal. Yeah, I said he was doing some good ducking and weaving. They're saying back of the head, but the thing is Algieri's ducking down into it and Conor Benn's like chopping down. So it's just as much Algieri's fault than it is Conor Benn's. No, I don't think Benn is world level yet. He needs a few more stiffer tests. Like if he come and fought a Keith Thurman next, who ain't fought for 2 years, former world champion, like then you're stepping up in levels. Do you know what I mean? Um, oh, see, Chris Algieri's a tough dude, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did go to 12 rounds. But oh, I said that, and he's knocked him out clean. The fight's over. He's been knocked clean out. He's been cleaned out. I said it could go 12 rounds, and as soon as I said it, he knocked him clean out. Sparko. Wow. Great performance. We need some like proper top 10 fighter next, you know what I mean? Sean Porter would have been ideal if he didn't retire. That'd be Algieri's last fight now, 37, fourth loss. Like I said, Conor Benn goes in the same category as Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, and Amir Khan to beat Algieri. Seeing the shot back now. Oh, right hand down the pipe. See Hamza Shiraz? That's how you stop yourself hitting someone with a follow-up. Look, because at that point there, that's when you hit Bradley Skeet. So it proves 1 week from the other that no matter how big of a fight or what fight you're in, you can stop yourself. You do know what you're doing. So fantastic stuff there by Conor Benn. Looks like being a savage in the gym pays. Yeah, just like UK Dingle boxing, being a savage in the gym definitely pays off. 100%. So that was fantastic. What a show, people. What a show. Thank you for joining me for the last 3.5 hours. Always a pleasure. I'm going to let you go now because I'm going to watch the UFC a bit later. It's going to be a great show. Tonight's show's been great. Conor Benn with a win. Katy Taylor, Robert Davis Jr., Joe Cordina, Peter McGraw. Some great fights. So absolutely fantastic. That knockout, 10 out of 10. What a way to finish it off. As Star Fox McLeod says there, Jesus Christ, what a beautiful KO. Bravo. If you want to catch me, you can see all our socials at the bottom. So you want to get in touch with any of the lads, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter. You know the score. It's me, Jay Albie. Pep Talk Boys been absolutely fantastic calling the action for you tonight. I won't be live for the Lomachenko fight tonight. Unfortunately, I'll be watching the UFC. It's a massive, massive card for the UFC tonight, so I'm not going to miss that. That's one that I'm definitely not going to miss. And Alan Skill, thank you for your comment there as well. Cheers for joining me tonight. Cheers everyone that's been in the comments. Always appreciate it. And we'll be back. Don't you worry about that. Next week, Zora Parker 2, heavyweight banger before Christmas. Let's get it cracking. But you know what time it is, people. It's pep talk time.